Hi guys! So it's time for another workout today. Let's start off with your warm-up. 2 rounds this time. First movement will be good morning, so I'm sure everybody's familiar with that. Feet hip width apart. Hips go back. Bend your knees a little bit. Make sure your back is flat. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings and a little bit in your butt. Stand up. 12 reps of these. Once you're done with 12, we'll do 8 cam squats. So that's a good morning. And then squat down. Hips go down. Chest stays up. Hips go up. Chest goes up. That's 1 rep. We're going to do a total of 8. Okay, once you're done with 12, once you're done with 8, we're going to do 12 air squats. So feet a little bit wider than your hips. Hips go back, knees point out a little bit. Make sure chest is up and hip crease goes below the knee. That's 1. That's 2. We're going to do 12 of those. Once you're done with 12 air squats, you're going to stay at the bottom of the squat. Okay, make sure you're not slouched, active position, and then from here we're going to do 8 per side or a total of 16 twists. Okay, 8 per side or total of 16. Right after the bottom squat twists, we're going to do 8 per side of alternating forward lunges. So that's 1, that's 2. After total of 16, we're going to do 8 per side of reverse lunges this time. 1, 2, 8 per side, total of 16. And then once you're done, we're going to do inchworms, 4 inchworms, but this time without push-ups. Because last week and a couple of weeks back, we did inchworms with push-ups at the bottom. But this one, just normal, plain old inchworms. Roll your hands, and from here, you can do an upward facing dog, downward dog, and then crawl your hands back. That's 1 rep. We're gonna do a total of 4. Now once you're done with that, let's start off with a good morning again, and then work your way down for your last round. So a total of 2 rounds for the warm-up. We have another 2-part strength segment for this Saturday. First movement will be post back squats. Second movement will be single leg hip thrusts. For the first movement, you can either use your barbell or double dumbbells for the post back squats. We're gonna do 6 to 8 reps with a 3-second pause at the bottom of the back squat. For the back squat, this is how it should look like. 1, 2, 3, stand up. 1, 2, 3, that's 2. So 6 to 8 reps of that. Things to consider on the pause back squats. Number 1 is maintaining your back angle. So as you pause, maintain the back angle. Even as you come up, maintain the back angle standing up. So what not to do is when you're here pausing, tendency is hips go up first and then shoulders follow. So again, maintain the back angle all throughout, even at the pause. 1, 2, 3, maintain back angle, stand up. Another point to consider on the pause back squat is the distribution of weight or pressure on your feet. So as you go down, equal weight or equal pressure is on the heels and the balls of my feet. On the pause, same thing, equal pressure. My toes doesn't lift, my heels doesn't lift. Even on the ascent, my heels doesn't lift and my toes doesn't lift. Alright, same thing on the descent. Descent, heels doesn't lift, heels stay on the ground, balls of my feet on the ground as well. Pause. 1, 2, 3. No movement on my feet. Equal pressure as I stand up as well. If you're using 2 dumbbells, same points to consider, but you hold your weight on your shoulders like this. So similar to a front squat, elbows will be pointing up, heads of the dumbbell will be resting on your shoulders. Same thing, equal pressure on my feet, maintain the back angle, pause for 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, as I stand up, equal pressure on my feet, maintaining the back angle as well. In real time, 1, 2, 3, 1. So same rep scheme, 6 to 8, but if you think that it's too light or it's too easy, feel free to bump up the number of reps for the first part of this strength segment. Right after your pause back squats without rest, we transition to the second movement, which is single leg hip thrust. We're gonna do 8 to 10 per side. So you head onto the floor, and from here you raise one leg up, and then you have the feet on the ground. Your heel should be like a palm's width away from your butt. So I'll use this for example. There you go. The heel should be palm's width apart from your butt. From here, drive that heel down, and you should feel the tension the contraction on your glutes and from your hamstrings. From here, hips go up, minimal to no pressure from the hands, and then down. If you can hold the top position for 3 to 5 seconds, that's good. So from here, 1, switch to the other leg, 2, 3, hips go up, and 4. Things to note there, as you push down the floor, try not to tilt your hips. So what I did there is the alternating single leg hip thrust. I leave it up to you if you want to do it alternating, or you can do 8 to 10 on the right first and then 8 to 10 on the left side. So again, we start off with the pause back squats. That's 6 to 8 reps with a 3-second pause. Then without rest, you go immediately to the floor and do your single leg hip thrusts. That's 8 to 10 reps. So that's a total of 5 supersets or 5 rounds of this superset, and you really feel the burn on your butt and your hamstrings. Metcon time. So this Metcon, we're gonna do sit-ups, butterfly sit-ups, push-ups, and clean and jerks. So how's the format? So we'll do this 8 rounds. This is every 90 seconds or every minute and a half for 12 minutes. So that's 8 rounds. We are going to do 10 to 12 butterfly sit-ups, 8 to 10 push-ups, and then max reps of clean and jerks. So first movement within the 90 seconds is butterfly sit-ups. So we do our butterfly position. So that's your feet, the soles of your feet together, knees pointing outwards, hands touch the floor above you, swing up, touch the floor in front of you, make sure your elbows go past your knee. That's 1 and 2. So we're gonna do 10 to 12 reps of that. Head on to your high plank or your push-up position, shoulders over your wrists, chest and thigh hit the floor. That's 1. That's 2. If that's too hard, go down onto your knees. Chest and thigh hit the floor, and push up. Alright, so 6 to 8 reps of that. Head onto either your barbell or your dumbbells for max effort or max reps clean and jerk. So from the floor, that's 1. That's 2. You can do that power clean to a power jerk or strict press if you can. power clean, push press I mean, what's not recommended you do is a squat clean, and on the jerk part, the split. Alright, so we want this to be a fast and efficient movement. So ideally, you use a weight, something that you can string 5 reps or more, so that you can sustain in all rounds of this EMOM. Alright, if you're using 2 dumbbells, same thing for the clean and jerks. Both heads of the dumbbell touch the floor, clean, and jerk. Some tips for this Metcon. Now, for the butterfly setups, we've been doing a lot of these lately since it's the lockdown. So I want you guys to really violently swing your arms because it will help propel you forward and make the sit-ups easier. And for the push-ups, I'd like you to use your back or your lats as much as you can. So engage your scap, shoulders back and down, push chest and thigh hit the floor, aggressively push up. So by utilizing our back, we have more muscles to help us push the floor down or push ourselves up from the push-up. For the clean and jerks, again, you do the clean and jerks for the remaining time up until the 90 seconds is done. So ideally, you should have around 40 seconds to a minute left to do max reps clean and jerks. So again, tip here, ideally, you do a power clean or a muscle clean if you can, and then from here, power jerk or a push press. Okay, avoid doing strict presses. Also, with the dumbbells. So again, here, power, and if you can, string from the power clean straight into the push press or the push jerk. Alright? That will save time and that will save energy. So again, as we clean, catch it in a power, and then from here, use that dip as your starting position for your push press or your push jerk. Alright, so try practicing that before you start the Metcon so that it can help you be more efficient and be faster. So again, just to discuss the Metcon, it's every 90 seconds for 12 minutes, so that's 8 rounds of 10 to 12 butterfly sit-ups, 8 to 10 push-ups, and then on the remaining time, we do max reps of clean and jerks. So again, the butterfly sit-ups and the push-ups, you should finish that in approximately around 30 to 40 seconds and leave you with around 40 to a minute of doing max effort clean and jerks. So another tip, leave probably around 20 or 30 seconds of rest before you start the next 90 seconds. So that will give you just a little bit of breathing room to start your next round and to have enough energy to do more reps on the clean and jerks. Time for the accessory piece. So we have 3 movements that's done in succession. So first movement is the dumbbell raises. So you'll have your dumbbells by your side, and then from here you raise up to a little bit over your shoulders and down. So you can have your thumbs pointing up, or then your knuckles will point up. So really up to you what you want to use for today. So one good tip here is as you raise, don't just raise the dumbbell. What you want to do is from here is to point or try to touch the wall on the other side and then raise. So this is the normal one. What we want to do is to really sort of like a shrug forward and then raise and then down. So this and then down. We'll recruit more of our scap muscles and our deltoid muscles with that. right after your front raises, we're gonna do lateral raises. So dumbbells by your side, bend your elbows a little bit. So just a little, and then from here, raise the dumbbells laterally. Again, just a little bit over your shoulders, and then down. So no pausing. 2, 3, and down. So we're gonna do 10 to 15 of that as well. Last movement, once you're done with the lateral raises, is 15 to 20 dumbbell shrugs. So you can have the dumbbells by your side, and then from here, just think about shoulders touching your ears. Try to touch your ears. No pausing. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Well, you can add a pause if you want to, if you really want to feel the pump. So again, shoulders to your ears. So just to recap, the accessory piece for today, it's 4 to 5 sets, depending on you, of 10 to 15 dumbbell raises. So that's 10 reps, 10 to 15, and then 10 to 15 lateral raises, and then 15 to 20 of the dumbbell shrugs. Okay, enjoy and happy weekend everyone.